Hello there. Welcome to Nigeria Business News Recap, a summary of the major business news stories that dominated the headlines last week. My name is Emmanuel Abara Benson. Last week, 5 insurance companies were fined 41 million naira by the Nigerian Exchange Group for failing to file their 2021 financial statements on time. The insurance firms are Royal Exchange Plc, Lasaco Assurance Plc, Coronation Insurance Plc, Veritas Capital Assurance, and Mutual Benefits Insurance Plc. Part of the Nigerian Exchange listing rules is that quoted companies must adhere to high disclosure standards. Specifically, they must meet deadlines for disclosing their financial statements to enable investors make informed decisions. Failure to adhere to these requirements usually attracts sanctions. MTN Nigeria, Airtel, and some commercial banks were selected by the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) to withhold value-added tax on its behalf. The telcos and commercial banks will collect the VATs from taxable supplies made to them, after which the monies would be remitted to the FIRS. The new arrangement would take effect on January 1st, 2022. Keystone Bank has refuted claims that the government ordered it to close the bank account of the pressure group Take Back Niger. A press statement issued by the bank clarified that it closed the group's account because there were some irregularities in the manner in which it was opened. The statement added that, in line with the regulatory guidelines, funds received into the closed account were returned to their sources of origin. The bank made the clarification following a statement by the pressure group alleging that the government had ordered the bank to close its account. The group used the account to rally financial support for Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the upcoming presidential election. In other news, fintech company Fairmoney announced the redemption of its 3.7 billion Series 2 private notes. The notes matured on November 3, 2022. A statement by the company explained that the Series 2 private notes were a second tranche under the company's 10 billion private note program, which was launched after a successful Series 1 private notes issuance. Bua Foods plc reported revenue of 120.5 billion for the 9 months ended September 2022, representing a 39.31% increase compared to the 86.5 billion which the company reported in Q3 2021. The company also reported a pre-tax profit of 31.8 billion, representing a 61% increase from 19.8 billion in Q3 2021. Okomu Oil plc also released its Q3 2022 consolidated financial statements, reporting a 26.99% increase in revenue, which rose to 9.4 billion compared to 7.4 billion in Q3 2021. Meanwhile, inflation-induced costs caused profit after tax to decline by 40%. But despite the profit decline, the company proposed a 14.3 billion naira interim dividend payout. Lastly, on today's news recap, cement companies listed on the Nigerian Exchange raked in 1.7 trillion naira worth of revenue during the 9 months that ended September 30th, 2022. This represents 19.68% growth over 1.4 trillion reported by the companies in Q3 2021. The companies are Dangote Cement, Bua Cement, and Lafarge Africa plc. This information was obtained from their financial statements as seen by Nairametrics. Thank you so much for joining me this night for today's corporate news roundup. My name remains Emmanuel Barra Benson. Looking forward to having you next time. Thank you.